Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of World Building with DMDave. I'm DMDave. As always, be sure to like and subscribe if you like what you got to see. Okay, so where were we? It's been a couple days since I've started filming. Let's see. Let's catch us all up. Basically, throughout this whole series, I've taken parts of Dyson's Megadelve, redrawn them in Dungeon Draft, uploaded them into Roll20, and I've built out our first adventure with it. I also created a town using Woodavow, and here's what it looks like. Oop, that is not what it looks like. That's a new Dyson melt that I made. Hold on. Let's see. Here's the town that we created. On this edition, I want to actually start fleshing out a few things in the town, and I want to make sure we got all of our bases covered. My first game is going to be tomorrow. Well, tomorrow, and this time I'm not sure when it'll appear in actual video, but I want to make sure that I've got at least the basics in place for my guys. Granted, I mean, they're all patrons and co-workers and stuff, so they should be pretty good, but still, let's give them the full experience, and that way you can kind of see my process too. Alright, let's see, I'm going to open up the Dungeon Master's Guide, and I'm going to go to, random settlements. So what this is going to do is going to tell me a little bit more about the settlement we want to create. We already know that we need sort of an exchequer, like a bank type place. So let's go ahead and put that in. What I'm going to do in Photoshop here is I'm just going to write it all out. So this will be the St. John exchequer. Boy, that's small. Where is it? Okay. Oh, it's super small, isn't it? Look at that. Way the hell down there. Okay. So this must be a huge map. Alright. Oh, I see. I get it on 2.8. Okay. There we go. Alright, cool. So we got St. John Exchequer. We're going to grab my shape tool, click on the old line, make sure we got a good weight. We'll put an end on the arrow, and we want to make sure that we fill it in black. And we'll call, doesn't have to be a huge building, I don't think, because really it needs to be a vault. And interestingly, if you ever are interested about the little weird things in D&D, gold doesn't take up that much space. In fact, a shoebox can hold like something ridiculous, like 10,000 gold pieces or something. So, let's see here. Let's turn these white. So I'm going to do a color overlay. White. Sometimes I'm lazy and I just put it all into a folder and make it the same. Might also give it a little drop shadow too, so it sticks out a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that's totally spelled wrong, isn't it? There you go. St. John Exchequer. We'll make it this kind of important looking building here. You know what? I kind of actually like the idea of it being sort of like sandwiched between some other buildings. You know, it's a criminal run organization, so they don't want to stand out too much. You know, they're like loan sharks with an official presence. I think that's kind of cool. All right. So that's really the only building that we've really identified. Let's start coming up with some random settlement stuff. So if you go to 112 of the DMG, you can learn a little bit more about your town. And I really love to have random tables come up with stuff for me. So let's go ahead and get our dice roller. Man, allergies killing me today. All right, random settlements, race relations. Let's see, that's a D20. Let's see what we get. It's a 3. All right, so everybody lives in harmony in the town of St. John. How about the ruler? What's his deal? We got a 5. He's a respected, fair, and just. So far, pretty mundane town. So let's start putting these notes in our, we'll put it into the spreadsheet. St. John notes. Let's see, so what did we say? We have a race relations, Harmony. We had ruler status being respected, fair, and just. All right, notable traits. Let's see. Let's find at least one notable trait for a place. It's another D20 roll. We got a 14. Site of mythic or magical event. Okay, that's cool. Site of mythic or magical event. Okay. What is it known for? 12. It's known for its gambling. This place is a gambling place. I think I need to go back to... That was originally, if you remember, on my adventure details, gambling was the thing that the villain was using. I really feel like I should go back to that. I'm thinking about editing the story a little bit and tying in gambling a little bit more. And maybe making the coins that were exchanged there as gambling coins or tokens or something like that. I think that's just like a cooler idea. And my buddy Tom Kartos, whose maps I use a lot of, and likely I'll probably end up grabbing one of his maps soon, maybe even for like a starter location, and really start imbuing some intrigue in the story. I'm going to use that one and draw up the dynamic lighting and stuff. All right, current calamity. All right, so what is its current calamity other than cursed coins? Let's see. 5. Plague or famine sparking riots. Okay. Calamity. Plague. Riot. Plague or famine. Sparking riots. Interesting. Okay, that'll be fun to play with. Random buildings. Let's go ahead and get ourselves. Let's do a shop. A tavern. We'll do one of each except for the residences. I don't think that's necessary. Probably don't really need a warehouse. So let's go ahead and do our religious center. Religious center. This will be, and I'm not using this in my normal world of Emeria. So this is going to be a whole new world. A whole new with sort of its own details, and so I'm gonna let this kind of build it out. All right, so religious building. Let's roll a d20, see what we get. 14, abandoned shrine. Okay. All right, what about our tavern? Let's go ahead and get that. A 14 is gambling den. You can't argue with random. You can't argue with fate. Okay, great. This is great. I love it. All right, gambling. No wonder the shrine packed up and left. Too many damn gamblers in this place. Let's come up with a name for our tavern. We'll do 20 is the Gleaming. The Gleaming Horde. Interesting. Gleaming Horde. Okay, cool. Warehouse. And then a shop. Let's get one shop of note. A chandler. You know what? Screw it. I don't think that's really going to get me what I want. I think I would rather have like just your typical general store. So we'll come up with a store name. We'll go to fantasy name generators for that. Store name generator. Fantasy shop and business names. Okay. Alright, the Screaming Temple. Let's do the Ugly Comet. That's kind of funny. We'll have to think of a funny backstory for that. Alright, general store. The Ugly Comet. I don't know. I think on the next episode I'm gonna get Tom's map up on here, and then we're gonna see if it's got a a place people can sleep too. If not, I think he's got some other taverns that I can use, which might work as a gambling den. Yeah, actually, he does have a really cool one that's got like a secret gambling den underneath. Okay, cool. Let's see, what else do we want to know? Law and order, random urban encounters. Okay, I think we're pretty good on our basic settlement stuff. Let's go ahead and plug all this in. We've got our gambling den, a religious center. We'll come up, let's figure out a random god name generator. I feel like I did this on the last one, but if I didn't, it's not a big deal. Oh yeah, because Edarin, the physician. Alright, we'll do Bibus, guard of the hearth. Don't know what Bibus is all about, but I don't know why that is. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, Bibus, god of the heart. Gleaming horde, ugly comet, general store, known for its gambling. Let's go ahead and get our ruler's name. Let's just do a human name generator for 5e. They give you some unique names that I think are kind of cool. Let's see if it's a male or female. We'll roll a d6. For higher, it'll be a female. Cool. Okay, so a guy named, let's go male names. Dugern Damal sounds cool. We'll do that. And we can figure out the rest of the stuff. Okay, so we've got our buildings. We've got the name of the boss. We'll probably give him like a town hall too, from which he can work. So let's find our abandoned shrine. Let's put it this little building here. Abandoned shrine. Okay, we need our big gambling hall. Let's get rid of the exchequer. We want the gambling hall to be like the center of attention in this town. So, what was it? The Gleaming Horde? Alright, cool. Gleaming Horde will be like the big spot. We got those really big buildings there, but I think those look more like warehouses, and they don't really have a major road. I would imagine like a major gambling hall would be kind of a big deal, so we're going to put it right here. Let's make town hall relatively close. I like the idea of it like town hall being in the pocket of, and even though the leader's fair and just, you know, he's in the pocket of these criminals who can't remember what, I don't think we came up with a name for him yet. What else did I have? Oh, I had the Ugly Comet, famous general store. The Ugly Comet. You know what, let's put the Gleaming Horde even further down. I like the idea of it being like one of the first things people see when they come into this town. Oops. Alright, and there we go. Make it a little bit shorter. Alright, so the abandoned shrine, the Ugly Comet, we got town hall. Was there anything else that we really needed? That's it. We'll come up with more stuff over time, but I think this is enough to get us started, and it really starts bringing the story together. There's still some other pretty cool sites of intrigue. I really like that it's on a river, because that's going to actually flow in pretty well into our underground dungeon. So I'm going to leave it off here. Next time we will probably learn a little bit more about the Gleaming Horde Casino. I think it's really going to be kind of the hot spot for adventure in this. So anyways, thanks for watching this episode. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.